Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. 3 cards for the energies in play today. Card number 1, King of Cups, and he is reversed. Ooh, for Valentine's Day, not the greatest omen, I guess. Somebody is holding something back, and the window dressing in this card always kind of annoys me. I've told you before, I really dislike this card. I don't like this king. This suggests someone who is not well acquainted with his own emotional state, and he's kind of just dressing up as a king and not really embodying that. His costuming is off. His facial expression is off. If this speaks to you, you probably know why. Something is being held back or misrepresented. So proceed with caution. Upright, this king is calm in rough water, but reversed, the water is still there, but he's no longer steady in it. This doesn't automatically mean a villain, but it can mean emotional self-deception. Now, whether this applies to you or someone in your life would be for you to decide. The message here, I think, is just don't confuse emotional vocabulary with emotional availability, and don't confuse silence with depth. It can also be internal. Where might you be overdressing restraint? Where is poise masking something simpler like disappointment or desire? So something is about to spill out of this cup. The cup itself is a little bit flawed. There's a little bit of a crack in it in this Morgan Greer deck. So like I said, proceed with caution. Keep an eye on the whole picture and not just pretty words or signaling activities that may come along with them. Okay, let's see what the second card can give us to bring this into focus. Ooh, interesting. What an interesting read. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and it is also reversed. Morgan Greer deck. And again, because it's Valentine's Day, this is not what I would consider a card that's conducive to romance and happy endings. In its upright position, this could represent financial safety, these flags with the pentacles and the crossed flagpoles enclosing this couple behind them, and they're surrounded by a strong arch, a fortress of sorts. In the reverse position, it suggests that these things are more distant than they may appear. This feels like restraint, like preventing oneself from going toward this. This big X over the whole scene is like, this is not what I want, this is not what I'm moving toward. And again, whether that applies to you or someone in your life would be for you to decide, but the X just leaps out to me really strongly today. Not as anything protective, but as this is absolutely not the road that we're going to go down right here. There's also a lot of yellow and red in this card, so there's kind of a fiery energy to it. Even though there's no fire happening in the card, it's really implied through the color palette, which makes me think that if we're talking about a relationship here, it may be something that's got a lot of passion or feels like it could have a lot of energy to it, but not in the best way. There could be a lot more drama and acting out happening here than actual true connection coming in. So do with that what you will. All right, so having 2 reversed cards in a row suggests internal work as well. Let's see if the third card's also going to be reversed or upright. One more reversal. So this is pointing more to you than a theoretical person in your life, in my opinion, but I can be wrong. King of Rods, and it is reversed. Interesting, we had the King of Cups first, we have the King of Rods now. This king has something to do. In its upright position, he is looking toward the horizon. We can't see what he's looking at off screen, but it's something he's moving toward. There's some kind of a journey implied here. And he's got this staff, stored fire, blooming, full of life force energy. It's got acorns on it. Something's about to be seeded, but it's more of an internal thing. So it's time to grab hold of that rod, so to speak, grab hold of your inner fortitude and work with that. I think this is stewarding the landscape inside, but everything in this card indicates that you have the skills to do that. You may be deceiving yourself in some way over a situation, and this card is like, look, it's time to just get the rod and go to work. The rods are called wands in the Rider-Waite deck, just for reference. So if the word rod sounds unfamiliar, that's why. But the rod is connected to the ground, and in this case, because the card is reversed, that ground is divine. It's above us. It's something far more permanent and durable and dependable than material matters here on Earth. So you need to tune into that, I think. Go inside, find that inner landscape that feels solid and that lets you know or reminds you who you truly are, so that you can navigate this road ahead with certainty and with a certain amount of skill and competence This card is all about competence. You have it. It's in you. And so if the previous two cards have reminded you of something that needs to be dealt with in your life, or a person or a relationship that needs navigating, just be reassured that you've been down this road before and you have the skills. So it's time to use them. So to sum it all up, King of Cups reversed tells us something about emotional misalignment. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, rejection of the inherited structure, and the King of Rods reversed is that power is not rightly aimed. The two kings suggest sovereignty themes, authority, self-governance. And when they're reversed, the question isn't who's the problem, but where am I outsourcing my authority? Reversed fire doesn't mean no fire. It means that the flame is not being expressed cleanly yet. And Morgan Greer makes these kings very human, not like distant archetypes, but men in costumes. So when inverted, those costumes feel even heavier. And on Valentine's Day, that's almost poetic. The culture is pushing relational narratives, but this spread is pushing inner governance instead. This romance is with yourself. This romance is the deeper one, the romance with the divine, the flowering of the inner recognition of who you are. So celebrate that, especially today. Like, follow, and share for more. See you tomorrow.